Test, test. Test, test. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or rather, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Pope Prep live stream. Don Percy here, the voice of the Cardinals, as we come to you live here from Olympia Ice Center in West Springfield. It's a Big Five matchup between your Pope Francis Cardinals and the visiting Catholic Memorial Knights. We saw just about 2 weeks ago Pope Francis, a big 6-2 win. Au Capitan Mike McGrath leading the way for them through that one 3-goal game. They would command that game start to finish. You couldn't ask for anything better. That game certainly from Mike McGrath and from the team overall. Hingham has dropped, I believe, just about 3 spots to number 5. So he's still sitting at 13-4-2 overall in the season. But Catholic Memorial coming in 13-5-1. So certainly both teams solid records, as we'll take you down to ice level for the opening announcements. First period just about to get underway here live from Olympia Ice Center. As we said earlier, the big 1 versus 3 matchup. Hingham dropping to the number 5 seed after a big loss to Pope Francis just about 2 weeks ago, 6-2. Pope Francis looking to keep their winning streak alive and improve to 18-2 overall in the season. Catholic Memorial looking to upset the Cardinals, currently sitting at 13-5-1. Definitely one of the more hyped up games this weekend, certainly of all Massachusetts high school hockey here. 1 versus 3 Saturday afternoon. It doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. McGrath, Orszalak, Chincola, Monroe, and Whitzinger, the line out there to start, versus the Catholic Memorial Knights. Nick Ritchie, the goaltender, in net for the Cardinals, as this game is just about underway live here on Pope Prep. Catholic Memorial starting off strong. Nick Ritchie out to play behind the net. Max Monroe unable to get the pass off over to Joseph Chincola. Chincola trying to take it back. Catholic Memorial starting out strong, though. Pass through the crease of Ritchie. Still cycling up top. Colin Yandel takes a shot just wide of the net. Mike McGrath working up the ice. Got some room, takes it outside wide. Looked like he was going to fake it going inside. Trying to get the feed off wide for Joe Orszalak. CM will come back out the other way with it now, though. Chincola tripped up there, and it's a breakaway. In alone on Ritchie, stopped by the blocker, was Mike Melvin of the Catholic Memorial Knights. Pope in a little bit of a scramble here, starting down low. Monroe through center ice, up to McGrath. McGrath pinned down hard along the boards. Monroe will start back with it now as they catch Pope in a line change. Could have been a 3-on-2 going back the other way. Official rules offsides, though. The big second line out here, Regan, Wolfgang, Zinger, and Dolan out to start. Regan trying to get something going down low. Thayer will take it now, except it's broken up. And Catholic Memorial comes back the other way. Thomas Hurst centers the pass, trying to get it off for, I believe it was Chris Hinkle. And they had Ritchie down, but couldn't bury it there. Wolfgang Zinger tries to get the pass off over inside for Matty Regan. CM, though, off to a hot start. Pope Francis, a little bit of a wake-up call here. Thayer D-to-D over to Gautreau. Gautreau sends it down low. Thayer will get a change out. Jack Goggins will hop back on the ice for Thayer. Dolan trying to work it down low. Gautreau has to break up a 2-on-1. See him come back the other way. Ritchie with the save under his glove. Believe the puck might have gone in after the whistle. But Nick Ritchie making some big-time stops here early on in the game. 3 shots on goal already, not even 2 minutes in. Catholic Memorial not really coming to play here, as they want the number 1, if not the number 2 seed pretty badly here. Kakoya sets to take the draw, wins it back for Bosquet. Bosquet trying to get it back around the net. Instead, he'll send a rim off over for Nick Burns. Burns gets the drop pass up for Mateo Kakoya. Kakoya working inside the zone. Picked off by Catholic Memorial. They try to work it back. Picked off by the Cardinals, though. Quinn Wadowich scrambling for the puck. Burns' low shot sent just wide behind the net there. CM will cover it up, though. As goaltender Jackson Fleming Monroe taking it back inside his own zone. Cut back. Looking to get it up for Chincola. Gives the pass off for Chincola. Trying to find Zinger cutting middle. CM unable to get it back into the Cardinal zone, though. Chincola pressured on. Takes a hit to make a play. Monroe sending it up ice for Mike McGrath. Captain for this Cardinal team. Trying to cut inside. Joel Orszlak will take it wide. Trying to look and survey the ice for his options. Nothing there, though. Catholic Memorial just trying to cover it up as goaltender Jackson Fleming will cover it up. So I believe shots now 3-2 in favor of the Knights. Pope trying to work it back up high was Dolan. CM trying to get it going, get something going though. Goodrow pressured on by CM. Come back with Tommy Hurst trying to get a shot on. A little trickle of a shot back on Richie, but he's squared the puck in. Easy to save there. Regan lost the drive, shot one back for CM. Zinger unable to get out of the zone. Thayer will take it back behind his own net. Pass up the boards. No one there for the Cardinals, though. Picking up off the wall was Christian Hickel. Gives the pass off for Tommy Hurst. Hurst back for Hickel. Down low. One-timer back by Hurst. No one there for Pope Francis to regroup with it. Regan. Pass off over for Wolfgang Zinger. Try to get a saucer pass going for Dolan. That shot will trickle onto the net. Picking up was defenseman Dan Caplino. CM working back up the ice, though. Pass picked off by Wolfgang Zinger. Looking far for Dolan. Dolan unable to handle it there, though. Jack Goggin is working inside. Trying to shove off a hit. Mateo Kokoya. Trying to get something going down low. Bosquet up top shot. Nothing there for him, though. This puck is sent out of play. As the official ruled Mateo Kokoya off the ice for not putting his neck guard back on. So Burns, McGrath, Wadowitz the line out there for the Cardinals. And Cardinals have to be careful here that they don't get a delay of game penalty. Would be certainly not something they want to do going down a man early on here. Wadowitz to take the draw. Face off one back to Monroe. Monroe, sidewall for Burns. Burns to Kokoya. Long shot there. Easy save made by Jackson Fleming. Face off one back for Mike McGrath. Monroe down low back for McGrath. McGrath held up along the boards. Orszlak will help him out. Orszlak trying to work it inside, far side for Joey Chincola. Keeps it in the zone though for the Cardinals. So the Knights will have to break it out. Chincola pressured on hard, just trying to hold the puck to the wall. Official blows the play dead for offsides. Face off one forward by Matty Regan. Regan trying to get something going, trying to put it between the legs of the Catholic Memorial defender. Trying to get a poke check going there. Instead, Catholic Memorial come back the other way. Mike Melvin, low shot, sent well wide of the net there. Dolan picks it up, trying to give a Lead pass off for Wolfgang Zinger. Instead, see him trying to get out of the zone, but blocked by a defenseman. Or, excuse me, blocked by the official. Goodrow pressured hard on by Melvin. Thayer trying to fish for it along the boards. Pass up along, trying to shake this way, and that was Nick Ware. Goodrow around the back of the net. Time and room, trying to send a saucer far side. I believe it went off the official, but regardless, it'll go for icing. So Pope will get a line change out there just before the icing was called. But certainly a slow start, not what they are looking for here in a big 1 versus 3 matchup. Kokoya, Wadowitz, and Burns out there, the line for the Cardinals. Bosquet and Goggins on the back half. Burns chip pass, try to get off for Wadowitz. Instead, Kokoya will pick it up, chipping it deep into the zone. Kokoya first man on the puck. Wadowitz trying to keep it down low. Cycles it back for Kokoya. To Burns, back to Wadowitz, try to fire a one-timer off. Bosquet's low shot sent into the far corner. Wadowitz handling it along the board, sends it down low, back for Kokoya. Rim shot for Goggins. Goggins chip pass on the backhand. Burns trying to keep it in. Catholic Memorial coming back the other way. 3-on-3. Shake and bake there by A.J. Atskis. Kokoya trying to make something happen going up the ice. Instead, he'll gain the red line and send it deep. Top line out there now for the Cardinals. Monroe keeping the man on the boards. Mike McGrath, second man on. Dishes the pass out. Top for James Baker. Chincola pass picked off deep inside the zone. McGrath will take it back. Dish the pass off to another Knights defender, and Ritchie square to the puck. Certainly, this is definitely not the start that Pope Francis has wanted, especially 9:44 in. Catholic Memorial they've played this game great so far. They've limited Pope's opportunities, and they've been in the zone most of the time, forcing them to make mistakes. They are along the back half. Indirect pass from Goodrow trying to find Dolan. Instead, Regan will take it, trying to gain the red line, dump it deep. Thayer will take it, though. Thayer working his way inside, dumps it in at the blue line. Dolan, first man in, laying the body down. Goodrow trying to keep it in. Knights coming back the other way. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Low angles. Wrister, easily save made by Ritchie. Goodrow sends it around the back of the net for Nick Burns. Burns an indirect pass trying to find Kokoya. Kokoya trying to work it back, but Knights say, not today. Tommy Hurst jumping up to bat the puck out of midair. But I believe this will go all the way down the ice for intentional offsides. So as we were saying, 1 versus 3 here. St. John's Prep currently holding the number 2 spot. And the thing is, Pope Francis, a lot of the top 10 teams Pope Francis has played so far, and they've done very, very well against them. So far, earlier on in the season, the Peter Freights tournament, the championship game, they would defeat St. John's 4-1. Catholic Memorial, I believe, third game of the season, Catholic Memorial, they beat 4-2. Hingham, a big 6-2 win over them. Belmont, a big 6-3. Arlington, a closer 2-1. Reading Memorial, 3-0. And Zavarian would be a preseason game, be 4-2. But certainly everyone within, I would say actually rather, the top 15 that they have played has been big wins for the Cardinals so far. And they certainly have shown why they are the number 1 team in Division 1. I mean, no doubt about it. come playoff time, will be very, very close. Certainly scoring wise, and who wants it more between the two teams here? Regardless, home ice, home fans, student section. Regardless of that, it will be close. All the games. Even Sweet 16, Elite 8, we saw it just a couple years ago. Even Pope on the year they won states back in 2023, we saw it. That was 1-goal games all the way up from the Sweet 16 to the final game. I believe it was 3-2 overtime versus the Raiders, 3-2 versus Marshfield, 1-0 versus St. John's Prep, and then 3-2 versus Xaverian in the final. So certainly as you progress, and certainly in the playoffs, it becomes much, much closer games regardless of who the opponent is. And at that point, it comes down to sheer heart and determination between the two teams. Goodrow fires a low shot, blocker to side by Fleming. Regan bodied off the puck there. Shot blocked, though, by Thayer. Catholic Memorial trying to work it back the other way. Goodrow, big step up at center ice. Thayer trying to scramble for it, lost his feet. Regan with a big body there in the corner, but I believe he will be getting called for possibly a boarding. So Pope Francis will play a man down. Big opportunity for the Knights to go up 1-0 here in the opening period of play. But as we said, also round 1 of the Western Mass Western Mass playoffs. Pope versus Minnechaug will be Monday. I'm unsure if you will hear myself or Garrett Anderson behind the mic. Regardless, though, Pope for boys basketball looking to go for a three-peat, back to back. Low shot there by the Knights, and it's Richie square to the puck as he's made a couple of big-time stops here. The quick wrister by James Baker. Catholic Memorial cycling around their own zone. Pass off for Baker, unable to handle it. McGrath, first man on the puck, trying to get it out of the zone. Chincola unable to clear it. Puck sent down low by Brendan Martin. Back up top for James Baker. His shot sails high and wide over the net. Martin trying to work it down low. Nothing there, though, for the Knights. Monroe trying to get a saucer pass out. Baker will glove it down. Baker trying to work far side. It could be a possible break here. Slap shot sent just wide over the net. But Catholic Memorial certainly putting pressure on and showing why his power play unit's so good. But back the other way. Zinger and Mateo Kokowi at 2-on-1. Stopped by Fleming. Pope having to get back as it could be a possible 4-on-2 coming back the other way. On the PK. Low shot deflected just over the net of Ritchie. Kokowi on trying to get the chip pass out of the zone. Zinger first man on the puck. Tommy Hurst will take it back now for the Knights, looking far side. Instead will send it back for Christian Hickel. D pass, low shots there. Ritchie square to the puck, and they score. The Knights make the Cardinals pay on the penalty. As with 5:29 remaining in the first, the Knights take the early 1-0 lead here. As it was a low shot and a rebound right in front of Ritchie. Nothing he could do there. But Pope Francis in a little bit of a wake-up call here. As Catholic Memorial coming to play here early on. Catholic Memorial right back into the zone. Ritchie square to the puck. Goggins unable to get it back out of his own zone. Zinger trying to find Orslak up. Zinger still unable to get out of the zone. Official calls offsides. So it'll be a far end face-off. Morgan Wellahan with the goal for Catholic Memorial. Jack McGreevy, Anthony Wheeler, and Tommy Connery, the line out there. Chincola unable to handle the puck as it's sent out to center ice. Backhanded deep into the zone for Monroe to get. Monroe trying to go D to D down low, but nothing there for him. As Knight's just continually putting on the pressure. Big body by Thomas Connery. Pucks it up into the air. Glove down by Max Monroe. Cut, turn back, trying to avoid the forecheck of Melvin. Wheeler, first man on the puck. Catholic Memorial trying to cycle it out. Wheeler, though, still relentless with the forecheck. Catholic Memorial looking to get a far side. James Baker looking to send it up ice for Melvin. As Melvin's first on the puck to pressure Monroe. Regan indirect pass for Tommy Connery. Connery up for Regan. Glove down, though, by Catholic Memorial again. I mean, Pope unable to get anything out of the zone so far. Wheeler chips it into the zone. Regan first man on. Nice just batting anything and everything out of the zone so far. Coming back up the ice. Low shot deflected there, but easily snared into the glove of Ritchie by Trevor Hamilton. Thayer takes it back around. Indirect pass for Goodrow. Pass whiffed on there by Goodrow, trying to get up for Dolan. Say Goodrow send it back around the net, back for Mason Thayer. Thayer trying to force the pass inside. But again, nothing proving good for the Cardinals. And a scramble back in their own zone. Thayer lost the puck behind his own net. Regan passing it up the boards. Catholic Memorial, I mean, they're just piling on the pressure so far. I mean, you can't, if you're Catholic Memorial, you have nothing to complain. You worked well on the power play down low. You're controlling the game. The breakout definitely for Catholic Memorial could be probably a little bit better. But right now, number 3 for MIAA rankings, doing a good job against the number 1 ranked Pope Francis Cardinals. Pass sent down low. Good throw over for Goggins. Goggins up ice for Dolan. Dolan back for Regan. Regan trying to get something going. Burns first man in. Catholic Memorial coming back the other way. Goggins first man on the puck. Trying to get the pass off over for Burns. Puck trickled. It's on the line behind Ritchie, as I believe it was deflected by Nick Burns, and a trickling puck saved on the line, I believe, by Quinn Wadowitz and Mason Gautreau. But Cardinals scrambling for it in their own zone in this first period. I mean, not the start you want in a top 5 matchup between certainly 2 of the best teams in Massachusetts. Bosque taking it back around the net. Leaves the pass off for Mike McGrath. McGrath cutting middle. Gives the pass for Wolfgang Zinger. Sent between his legs. Pass sent, though, deep back out of the zone. Jack Goggins, first man on the puck. Pass over for Joe Orszag. Reverse hit there for him. Catholic Memorial working it down low. Bosque indirect pass up the boards. Picked off, though. Ritchie square to the puck there. Bosque will take it, or at least he thought he had it. Lost it behind his own net. Turnover there in front of the net, and Ritchie again square to the puck. I mean, Nick Ritchie with some big-time stops here. Goaltender, I mean, your goaltender certainly bailing you out of a couple of turnover situations in front of your own net. I mean, at least 10 or 12 good shots on net from Catholic Memorial. I mean, this game could easily, they could put out of reach 3-4-0 in the first period here with 2:07 remaining. Certainly a big wake-up call for the Cardinals. Monroe trying to work it behind his own net. Regan's second man on, laying the body. Wolfgang Zinger fishing for it along the sidewall. Monroe keeping it along the sidewall. Over for Zinger. Center pass off for Dolan as he's separated there at the blue line. Chincola working it back. We're going to go cross ice for Wolfie, but nothing there as he'll cycle back for Max Monroe. Monroe back for Chincola. Defense cycling it down low so far. Zinger chip pass into the zone. Pope Francis trying to get fresh legs onto the ice. Max Monroe up ice. Trying to find Liam Dolan. Instead, Joey Chincola will step in. Takes a big hit there just to get into the zone. Shot by Anthony Wheeler. Wheeler trying to center it there. Nothing there, though. Connery looking to go for a big hit. Whiffs on the opportunity. Atkinson trying to get back in. Wheeler with a potential break. Wheeler looking inside. Low shot. Stopped there by the blocker of Jackson Fleming. Knights looking to come back the other way. Nothing there for them, though. Thayer up ice trying to get it to Wheeler. Under a minute remaining in regulation. Cardinals down 1-0 here in the opening period of play. Puck sent deep into the zone for Goodrow to fish it out. Sends a backhander pass for Thayer. Thayer looking far side. Almost had Quinn Wadowitz streaking to the net. Wadowitz will fish for it, though, and down low and deep. 5 seconds remaining. Cardinals got to get a shot off soon here. Burns looking to lay the body there, and time will expire as Quinn Wadowitz almost had a near partial breakaway there. But Pope Francis will head to the locker room down 1-0 in the first period of play. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up, the first intermission report will break down what we saw and what we hope to see in the second period of play. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Champions Play here live on Pope Prep. First intermission report, Don Percy here, the voice of the Cardinals. Bit of a slow start here, certainly for Pope Francis. Catholic Memorial coming to play here. I mean, number 3 has certainly shown that they definitely should be ranked higher in the MIAA power rankings. Definitely number 2 or number 1. Working it down low, low shot on Richie, and a rebound would go in on the power play. So certainly a good job by them so far. I mean, if you're Pope Francis, this has got to be a big wake-up call to you. Down 1-0, you can definitely pick things up, not only in your own zone, but in your own offensive zone to get things going here. I think it just all starts with the basics between the breakout and the forecheck. Eventually, you'll definitely get there, but certainly you're not looking to have another period like the first. Catholic Memorial leading 1-0. Ice should probably got about 2 laps left. As we'll see you at the second intermission of play. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Champions play here live on Pope Prep. Second period of action just about to get underway here live back on Pope Prep. Regan Dolan and Wolfgang Zinger line out to start for the Cardinals. On the back half, Chincola and Monroe. As the second period of play is just about to get underway here. Live on Pope Prep, CM Knights leading 1-0 after a power play goal. There's a low shot and a rebound picked up in front of Nick Ritchie. And ultimately it would propel the Knights with an early 1-0 lead in the first period. Cardinals certainly having to get the memo early on here. A big wake-up call for them. Regan unable to get the pass. Ritchie gloves it down for Monroe. The Cardinals will break it out of their own end. Back again. Monroe around the back half. Leaves a drop pass off for Joey Chincola. Saucer trying to get it up for Wolfgang Zinger. Regan second man in. Chincola trying to shove it back up the boards. Nothing there for him, though. Regan picking it up. Back for Monroe. Monroe, spinorama back. Going through the middle of his own end. As the official blew the play dead. And I believe it was offsides, apparently. I don't believe Catholic Memorial knew, let alone either did Pope Francis. So it'll be an offensive zone face-off. Orzelak, McGrath, and Whitzinger. Face-off lost by Orzelak, though it'll get back to the defense. McGrath working it down low for Joe. Showtime Joe looking to get things going here as Showtime Joe gets it going. It was an odd angle shot that snuck through the 5-hole of Fergus. And right on time, Joe Orzelak with a low ripper shot. It's Showtime Joe getting it going for the Cardinals. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we got a 1-1 hockey game here with 1 minute into the second period. Whitzinger wins it to the left side of Orzelak. Catholic Memorial flipping it into the zone. Blocker to side by Ritchie. Goodrow, first man on. Leaves it off for Whitzinger. Zinger back for Thayer. Thayer trying to get it up ice for Orzelak. Pass picked off, though. Whitzinger coming back the other way. 3-on-2. McGrath far side. McGrath cuts back, looking to find a Springer Thayer far side. Instead, he finds Orzelak. Orzelak inside trying to find Whitzinger. Nothing there. Nice, will try to cycle it out. Puck sent well out of play by Catholic Memorial. So Pope Francis, I believe, will still get an offensive zone faceoff. But Joe Orzelak, big-time goal here, a minute even into play, ties this game at 1-1 apiece. When Pope Francis needed it most, and we were calling it here on the mic, Joe Orzelak sneaks it through the 5-hole of Jackson Fleming. Goggins, low shot, blocker down, rebound picked up by Kokoya. Cardinals thought they had almost their second goal, skied out of the zone, though, by Catholic Memorial. Goggins unable to collect the puck. Burns picks it up, back for Bosquet. Bosquet chip pass, Burns still with it, trying to fire a low shot, blocked. Fleming will cover back up. As Pope Francis certainly getting the memo, the big wake-up call here. As it's been all Cardinals this first 2 minutes of the second period. Wolfie with Regan and Dolan, his wingers, set to take the draw. And on the back half, Chincola and Monroe. Dolan gets it down low. Regan will have to send it back into the corner. Wolfie trying to pick it up. Wolfie along the side wall for Regan. Dolan looking to cut middle. Dolan back up top for Chincola. Monroe looking to fire a low shot, sent wide of the net, bounce off the back dasher. Catholic Memorial trying to get a saucer pass working the other way. Ritchie square will send it off to the side. Cardinals are going to get something going. Wolfgang Zinger back for Dolan. Dolan trying to work inside. Leaves the pass for Regan far side. Cardinals looking to get fresh legs onto the ice. Catholic Memorial starting back the other way. Martin working up ice, trying to fire a low shot. Nothing there goes for him, though. Orzlak already one goal on the night, trying to find Whit Zinger inside. Into the far corner, Zinger. Back off for McGrath. Pass picked off, though. Catholic Memorial worked back the other way. Monroe trying to dish a backhander pass off over Goodrow. Goodrow cycles it back to Monroe. Playing a game of catch behind their own net. Far side pass over for McGrath. Trying to spring Orzlak. Orzlak got the hand over the head as Catholic Memorial looking for a holding call, as it more than likely should have been right there. McGrath comes out with the puck, though, on a tour of the attacking zone. Low shot blocked there in front by Whit Zinger as he'll get off the ice after a big block shot there. Puck flipped into the Pope D zone. Thayer working up ice, blew a tire behind his own net. Wadowitz trying to get the pass inside the zone. Burns laying the body here in the offensive zone. Called offsides, though. Good forecheck here by the Cardinals in the opening minutes of play. This puck will get sent all the way down the into the defensive zone for Pope Francis. I believe intentional offsides the call. Mateo Kukoe is set to take the draw in the defensive zone. As the Kukoe thrown off the draw, Burns will take it now. Face-off won by the Knights. Scramble for it, though, in the opening, in the dot. Thayer laying the body in the far corner. Pope trying to cycle out of their own zone. Burns first man on the puck. A burst of speed trying to get up the ice. As Burns will hop off the ice and get Wolfgang Zinger back on. Indirect pass back off the boards. AJ Acklands trying to get the pass up ice. Knights trying to work their way inside out of Mason Gautreau. Nothing there, though. Lead pass off for Dolan. Dolan going to have a partial break, trying to fire a shot off. Nothing there for him, though, as Catholic Memorial did a good job back-checking. Dolan working up top for Bosque. Goggins, far side, looking to go for a one-timer there. Nothing for him. Dolan picks the puck up, though. Shot deflected into the far corner. Bosque gloves the puck down. There's a scramble for along the close side boards. Regan in his own skates, looking to center the puck. Regan looking far side, one-timer for Jack Goggins. Regan low shot blocked, sent to the side wall by Catholic Memorial. Good offensive zone time here for the Cardinals. Zinger almost had a turnover there. Cardinals having to rush back the other way. Could be an odd man rush. Bosque, far side pass. Goggins up ice for Dolan, looking to find Regan. Dolan trying to fish for it in his own skates. Goggins sends the pass inside. Catholic Memorial trying to work it out. Puck sent well up ice, and that'll go for icing. Orzlak taking the draw, looking to add on to his one-goal game so far. Connery and McGrath, his wingers. Orzlak lost his stick. McGrath trying to dangle around the defenders there. Nothing there. Connery laying the body in his own offensive zone. Puck picked back up by Monroe. Monroe hooked there as Pope Francis will go back on the power play. As Monroe draws a big holding penalty. So certainly a good opportunity here for the Cardinals to go up 2-1. I mean, they had it going the first opening minutes. They're going to get something going here. We're going to recommand the lead, or take the lead rather, for the first time tonight. Shot off the face-off by Orszlak. Sent just wide of the net. Orszlak, Dolan, Thayer, Burns, and Chinkola, the power play unit, out for the Cardinals. Chinkola up far side for Thayer. Orszlak trying to send it deep into the zone. I believe we will have a penalty, though, here on Pope Francis, as it will be assessed to Nick Burns. Burns unsure what he was being called for, but we'll play 4-on-4 for a minute 39. Catholic Memorial will go on the 21-second power play. So once a golden opportunity, backhander shot save made by Ritchie. Colin Yandel trying to work it down low. Yandel calling for it up at the point. Yandel fires a shot, easily glove save made by Nick Ritchie. So as we were saying, Catholic Memorial will go on the power play for about 21 seconds before Pope Francis can return to even strength. Monroe working it down low in his own defensive zone, cut back as he'll take it behind his own net. Catholic Memorial in no rush here to try to put offensive pressure on. Monroe streaking through center ice, possibly with a burst of speed here. Indirect pass as he's first man onto the puck. Catholic Memorial, Colin Yandel working his way up the ice, fires a shot, sent well wide of the net. Puck bounces out to center ice. As it's a foot race now, Max Monroe takes it back up for the Cardinals. Orszlak picks it up 2-on-1, but it was called offsides behind the play. Pope Francis arguing that should have been called much sooner, as it definitely should have. Still 4-on-4 with 9:29 remaining in the second period of play here between the number 1 Cardinals and the number 3 Catholic Memorial Knights. Puck sent well out of play by Catholic Memorial, trying to gain offensive zone time. Kokoya, Thayer, Wadowitz, and Goodrow the line out for the Cardinals. Catholic Memorial looking to cycle it low. 20 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Then it will be a Catholic Memorial power play for about 21 seconds. Again, we've seen Catholic Memorial work lethally on this power play. Main reason they got up 1-0 in the first period, as Pope Francis now on the penalty kill, 5-on-4. Goodrow trying to work it inside the zone, taking down the play. Pope trying to get a line change out. CM streaking through the zone. One-handed shot. Ritchie square to the puck. Burns out for the Cardinals. Puck sent to center ice. Burns on a partial break. Nick Burns cutting inside, trying to fire a shot off as he's sent down hard to the ice. Burns heading off Dolan and back onto the ice. Ritchie takes it back behind his own net. Leaves the pass off for Monroe. Back for Goggins. Goggins up for Dolan. Monroe trying to get around the defender there as he does. Monroe pressured on by Catholic Memorial. Drop pass up to Catholic Memorial forward there. Pass broken up. Almost could have been in front of that. Could have caused some chaos for Pope Francis. Goggins trying to fish for the puck in his own feet. Nothing there for him. Catholic Memorial still coming out with the puck, though. As Mark Neal with it for the Knights behind their own net. Dolan, saucer pass up for Wolfgang Zinger. Bats it down. Regan looking to find it. Trying to dangle through the offenders. Goodrow leaves it off for Goggins. Goggins looking to fire a one-timer. Nothing there. Regan backhander. Fleming, though, would poke check it away. Catholic Memorial coming back up the other way. The burst of speed was Atkinson, but he was shut down by Jack Goggins. Goodrow puts on the brakes. Behind his own net. Dolan picks up the puck. Indirect pass. Trying to find Whit Zinger. Scramble for it now as the Cardinals in their own zone. Nick Ware fires a shot. Deflected down low. Picked up Richie square to the puck. Sends that one to the far side. 6:30 remaining in the second period of play. Goggins laying the body in on the pile up far side. Orzelak try to get a pass far side. Nick Ware looking to move it up ice for Tommy Hurst. As that puck will go for icing with 6:15 remaining in the second period. Face-off won by the Knights as they take it out into the Popo zone. Mike Melvin for the Knights trying to find an inside feed somewhere. Puck scrambled for Pope zone. McGrath trying to fish a puck out. Turnaround shot, though. Squared aside by Richie Monroe, making his way through the up ice. Orzelak sends the puck deep for McGrath. McGrath trying to get the puck behind Catholic Memorial net. McGrath still with it. Surveying the ice, looking for his options. Pass off for Chincola, looking inside for Whit Zinger. Nothing there for him, though. Whit Zinger again trying to get the pass off inside. Kicked up by Joey Chincola. Batted out of the air by Mike McGrath. McGrath looking inside, trying to get a cutback going. Orzelak trying to find someone inside. Whit Zinger there again, but can't handle it as Catholic Memorial will work back the other way. Up ice as Chincola upended there by Colin Yandel. Monroe taking down the play, and this will be another Pope Francis power play as Monroe was tripped up in his own corner. So Pope Francis heading back to the power play, looking to make it last here. Again, as we said, big opportunity to go up 2-1. Orzelak, Dolan, Burns, Thayer, and Chincola the line out for the power play unit. Thayer working it down low for Joe Orzelak. Orzelak already with one. Puck deflected out of the zone, though. Richie out of his crease to get it for Thayer. Mason Thayer trying to work it through his own zone. Dolan, far side for Chincola. Chincola, stretch pass for Orzelak. Sent deep into the Catholic Memorial zone. Burns, first man on. Chincola, good step up there. Sends it down low for Dolan. Slap shot sent to the boards. Thayer will pick it up. Thayer for Chincola. Chincola trying to find the pass over for Orzelak. Catholic Memorial come back the other way, though. So it's looking to kill the penalty clock here. Trying to find inside feed, trying to fire a shot off too. Couldn't go there though. Catholic Memorial just cycling it back in their own zone. In no rush here, just trying to kill the penalty. Stretch pass though, up the ice. Catholic Memorial could have a partial break. Big body by Max Monroe that'll break the play up. Regan with a burst of speed. Trying to draw a slashing penalty, but nothing there that the officials see wrong. Sends it around the net, far side, chipped up out of the air. Zinger first man on, McGrath working along the boards. Has Regan and Whitzinger moving inside. Regan, big body there by him. Ritchie all the way out to play it. Ritchie up ice for Whitzinger. Zinger looking inside for Regan. Regan leaves a chip pass off for Zinger. Back for Regan, who holds it along the boards. Regan working it up top along the point. Monroe trying to cycle it down low. Pass broken up there, though. Regan, though, back to Monroe. One-timer deflected. They score! It's Whitzinger just as the penalty expires. Whitzinger, one-timer from the point from Max Monroe, and he gives the Cardinals the 2-1 lead with 3 minutes remaining in the second period. Three minutes even remaining now in the second. Golden opportunity. Pope Francis made it count as they now go up 2-1 in the second period of play. First period, definitely a big wake-up call for them. They got everything under control, and now they command this score 2-1 so far, under 3 to play in the second period. Thayer sends it deep into the opposing zone. A little bit of technical difficulties here. We'll do our best to get camera back up and running. Goodrow separated the man at the body as he took a whack on the back of his legs there. So for now, it'll just be a broadcast radio style live stream until we can get things back up and running, as we just did now. Puck chipped deep into the far corner. Puck will not go for icing, though. Slap shot sent up ice. Catholic Memorial looking to work it back the other way. Stretch pass there, broken up, though, by the Cardinals. Wheeler looking up ice, trying to find Tommy Connery going up ice, trying to get a backhander off. Instead, he sends it back around his own net. Connery working it down low. Back for Jack McGreevy. McGreevy, Connery trying to fish it out of the Catholic Memorial zone. Connery with a big body there. Goggins leaves the pass off for Anthony Wheeler. Wheeler sends it deep into the Catholic Memorial zone. Puck's in out in front. Dolan fires a shot. Nothing there for him, though, as it was sent just wide of the net. I believe this puck will trickle for icing. So with 1:14 remaining in the second period. Hope up 2-1. With an offensive zone faceoff, Regan, Dolan, and Wolfie Zinger, with Goodrow and Thayer on the back half. Catholic Memorial sends it around the backside of the net. Thayer picks it up, chips into the zone. Thayer again. Catholic Memorial trying to send it out there. Block shot there. Dolan takes a hard hit behind Catholic Memorial net. Goodrow fans on the shot, but he broke his stick. So he'll head off. It could be an odd man rush heading up the ice. Thayer lays the body to separate the man from the puck. Monroe, chip pass up ice, glove down. Wolfgang Zinger, though, trying to get it going up ice as the official blew it did well past what it should have been, as it could have been a 3-on-1 opportunity for Zinger, Dolan, and Regan heading up ice. 39.6 remaining in the second period. 2-1 Pope Francis leads. A big power play goal from Zinger. It was the deflection from the one. It was Monroe with a one-timer and Zinger in with the net front presence to tip it home. Zinger again down low for Joe Orszlak. Orszlak looking to cycle it and find Mike McGrath. Catholic Memorial trying to fish it out of their own zone. James Baker unable to get it out as they'll chip it out with the dying 10 seconds of this period. Chincola just trying to center it out to center ice. Slap shot there. Long distance glove down by Ritchie. And with that, time will expire. And Pope Francis answered the wake-up call as they now lead 2-1 heading into the third period. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up, the second intermission report will break down what we saw and what we hope to see in the third period. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Champions Play here live on Pope Prep. Dom Percy here, the voice of the Cardinals, bringing you the second intermission report. Pope Francis definitely got the wake-up call after the first period. 2 goals, deflection from the point by Whitzinger and Joe Showtime Orzelak, putting it in for the Cardinals. That would tie it at 1-1. I mean, they certainly got the memo early on between periods. 2-1 they now lead over the number 3 ranked Catholic Memorial Knights. Pope Francis looking to defend the number 1 spot heading into the weekend senior night this Tuesday versus St. Mary's Lynn. It was a bit of a shaky start on the road versus St. Mary's Lynn. Trailed 1-0 all the way to the final 30 seconds, where it would be once again none other than Joe Orzelak netting the game-tying goal and Liam Dolan in overtime with the game winner. But, I mean, other than that, Pope Francis has played the second period just about how they wanted to play. Clean up the forecheck, cleaning up their own breakout in their own defensive zone. They've done a good job of it so far. So I think they stick with it there, and they'll certainly come out with a W this afternoon against Catholic Memorial and defend the number 1 spot. Coming up, ladies and gentlemen, the third period of play. Stay tuned. Champions play here live on Pope Prep. Third period of action just about to get underway here live from the Olympia Ice Center. Final period of regulation, unless extra innings are needed here between the Catholic Memorial Knights and your Pope Francis Cardinals. Mike McGrath wins the opening draw of the third period back to Joey Cincola. CM trying to get something going. Colin Yandel on the back half for the Knights. McGrath turns on the burners, going back the other way. Back for Orszlak, boarded into the boards there. No call whatsoever by the officials as they're letting him play on. Should have been a boarding at least for 2 minutes by Catholic Memorial, working back the other way. Whit Zinger trying to get out of the zone. Orszlak coming back at it, trying to body a man off there as he knows that should have been called here. Cincola trying to get it up ice. CM will come back the other way. Shot block there. Sent to the middle, though. Blocker down by Ritchie. Puck sent all the way down the ice for icing, and it'll be a defensive zone faceoff for the Cardinals. Regan wins the draw back. Thayer, first man on it. Back for Gautreau. Gautreau trying to work it up ice for Dolan. Pass deflected, though, there into the middle. Regan will take it back now in his own zone. Taken down hard onto the play. Tommy Hurst trying to get something going down low. Still with the puck. Cardinals in a bit of a scramble deep in their own zone. Wolfgang Zinger trying to get the pass up ice. Fanned on the shot, though. Instead, Matty Regan will pick it up. Regan looking to drive in that, get a backhander off. Knocked off the puck there, though. Dolan working it down low for Wolfgang Zinger. Wolfie inside trying to fire a high angle shot. Nothing there, though. Regan in front of his own net, though. Can't get anything, a shot off there. Gautreau tries to keep it in. Catholic Memorial trying to work back the other way. Could be a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Try to keep it offside. In front of the net. Pad down by Nick Ritchie. Extending the pad. A big-time save there. Ritchie certainly keeping the Cardinals in this game. A couple of big-time stops in the first period and now in the third. Burns sends it deep into the zone. Fleming back behind his own net. Sends the pass up ice. Burns again trying to pick off a pass. Catholic Memorial struggling to get out of their own defensive zone. Bosque far side. Pass off for Goggins. As they'll fish for it now in their own zone. Catholic Memorial first on the puck. Mateo Kokoya pinned to the wall there. Goggins second man in. Off for Quinn Wadowitz. Wadowitz fishing for it along the close side wall. Bosque separates the man from the puck there. Back up from Mateo Kokoya. Kokoya long distance shot. Easily gloved down by Fleming. Little bit offensive zone face-off for Pope Francis now. This line alone, Orszlak, McGrath, and Witt with both the goals on this afternoon. Looking to add on, make it 3-1 with 14-18 left in the third period. Goggins, low wristers, deflected just wide of the net. Goggins, again, big step up, missed there, though. Whitzinger will cover back for him, sends the far angle pass off for Braden Bosque. Bosque trying to get a close angle shot in. Working it up ice. Goggins separates a man from the puck there. Catholic Memorial still working it inside, though. Backhander lofted out of the zone by Whitzinger. I believe the official will rule offsides. Intentional offsides, rather. So Catholic Memorial taking a defensive zone draw. Dolan, Regan, and Wolfgang Zinger. Again, we've seen them work down low. Unfortunately, nothing they have yet for as far as points and goals. Haven't produced anything yet, but certainly a good job on the forecheck by this line out here for the Cardinals. Mike Melvin sending it up ice. Cincola trying to upend him there at the red line. Ritchie behind his own net. Turnover almost there. The backhander he was looking for. Regan high stick. Nothing. Our official will call it there as Regan took the high stick. So Pope Francis back to the power play, looking to go up 3-1 here, trying to put this game out of reach with 2 minutes on the board for Catholic Memorial. It's just about 4 minutes into the third period of action. Pope Francis heads up a man. Again, if the score does hold, Pope Francis will improve to 18-2 on the night, and Catholic Memorial will fall to 13-6-1, I believe. Regardless, Pope Francis will still hold the number 1 seed. Catholic Memorial may drop 1 or 2, if anything. McGrath low shot there, sent into the far board. It's Catholic Memorial trying to fish it out of their own zone. Wolfgang Zinger sends a puck rim pass. Regan and Monroe playing a game of catch. Trying to fire a low shot, deflected there almost by Mike McGrath, but Jackson Fleming coming up with a puck. Minute 36 remaining on the Pope Francis power play. Face off one back by McGrath. Monroe trying to dance with it along the blue line. Regan back up top for Monroe. Shot blocked there. Catholic Memorial trying to come back the other way. Monroe fanned on the first poke check, but got the second one. Low shot sent just wide of the outside apron of the net. McGrath trying to work it inside. Nothing there for him, though. Ritchie all the way out to play it at the hash marks. Sends the pass up for Monroe. Monroe with a burst of speed and some ice that he'll take with him. Sends it down low around the boards. Mike McGrath picks it up along the far side wall. McGrath up ice to Monroe. Monroe down low for Regan. Again, Matty Regan, Mike McGrath, two of your big point scorers, 30-plus points here so far. Regan just about even with goals and assists so far, certainly. I mean, last time we saw that, certainly, even goals and assists was C.J. Wotroba back the year that Pope Francis won states 2023. About even with goals and assists, I believe Wotroba had 16 goals and assists, 15 goals, 16 assists. I mean, Regan, big point and a big playmaker here for the Cardinals. Certainly a key, you could say really a key weapon that Pope Francis has here. Orszlak gloves that one out of the air. Chinkolo will pick it up, trying to cycle it back for Thayer. I believe we will have a hand pass, though. And it'll be a Pope D-zone face-off with 11:31 remaining in the third. Nothing there on the power play for Pope Francis. But regardless, it is 2 minutes ticked off the clock for Catholic Memorial. But their opportunity to score. Connery, McGreevy, Wheeler the line out now for the Cardinals. Face off one back by Catholic Memorial. Walking the blue line was Colin Yandel. Low shot deflected in. They score. It was a shot that was intended to go wide. Colin Yandel working up top of the blue line, and the Knights have tied this game up at 2-2 apiece. It was a shot going well wide of the net, tipped inside, I believe, by Declan Tadden. And the Knights have stormed back from down a goal to tie this game up at 2-2 apiece with 11:25 remaining in the third period. So certainly if Pope Francis didn't get the wake-up call in the first period, they certainly have it now as a big-time tick. Trying to work inside out there was Catholic Memorial, trying to get it deep into the zone. Nothing would go for them, though. Wolfgang Zinger working it up ice for Liam Dolan. Dolan along the close side boards, trying to dangle inside, get a toe drag going off there. Catholic Memorial still working it down low. Colin Yandel, the freshman defenseman for the Knights, working it up ice for Tommy Hurst. Hurst looking inside, trying to get a lead pass off for Christian Hickle. Nothing will go there. Wadowitz dancing through center ice, trying to find Burns. Yandel, though, pass back off for Hootie. Catholic Memorial fishing for it in their own O-zone. Pope Francis looking to get it out. As Goggins and Kokoya were the first men on the puck. Yandel takes it back around his own net. Or excuse me, rather Tommy Hurst. Goggins trying to get the pass out of the zone. He does. Wadowitz was looking for an indirect pass, though. Puck sent deep into the far zone. Bosque, first man on. Puck almost sent in front of Richie. He was square to the puck, though. Goggins up ice. Burns looking far side for Mike McGrath. Sends a long saucer pass. McGrath picks it up, taken down on the play, though. Whitzinger, far side corner, pinned up against the boards by Hurst. Puck sent well out of the zone. Forechecker on Nick Ware, or excuse me, Al Atkins. Whitzinger chip pass up for Joe Overzlak. Sent deep into the Catholic Memorial zone. Good throw, backhander sent into the zone, kicked out though by James Baker. Orzlak fishing into the zone, trying to get a backhander deep in. Catholic Memorial almost with a burst of speed as Trevor Hamilton almost had a near partial break up ice. Wolfie, Dolan, and Regan the line back out. Again, we said good forecheck opportunities have come from this line here. So certainly, regardless if they come out without a point or scoreless at all, they've done a great job on the forecheck in Pope's offensive zone. Backhander by Zinger, trying to get it low. Shot fired just wide of the net by Monroe. Regan will pick it up, trying to cycle it down low. Without a stick there was Tatum, and I believe that Pope Francis will head to the penalty kill. So if you're Catholic Memorial, this is a good opportunity. You've made well work of the power play early on in the first period. You got the opening goal, a big chance to go up here 3-2 in the dying minutes of the third with 8:30 remaining left in regulation. Penalty kill line out, Regan, Zinger, Wolfie Zinger, Chincola, and Monroe. Puck glove down by Richie. Pope Francis getting fresh legs out for the forward line. McGrath and Wadowitz now out there. Chincola, backhander pass sent down low. Wadowitz will send it the length of the ice. McGrath, first man on, checking over his shoulder, trying to pin the puck along the boards. Catholic Memorial will come out with it, though, trying to work their way up ice. Brennan Martin. Martin back with it now, trying to find an inside lane, looking to send the pass off for Christian Hickle. Tommy Hurst working it down low for the Knights. 3 men in deep into the corner. Pope Francis only sending 2. Wadowitz sends the puck well down low and out of play. Just about halfway through the penalty kill for Pope Francis. They've played it right how they have wanted to so far, but with a burst of speed heading up ice. Colin Yandel, the freshman defenseman. Richie square to the puck as it's sent right in the gut of Richie. .56 seconds remaining on the power play for Catholic Memorial. Regan set to take the draw in the D zone. Thayer hooked there. Looking for a call was the Pope Francis bench. Glove down, though, at the blue line. Catholic Memorial still maintains O-zone pressure. Goodrow sends a man hard down to the boards. Thayer working out up ice for Regan. Regan trying to flip it into Catholic Memorial zone as he's first man on. James Baker looking for a backhanded pass as he gets that. Catholic Memorial looking to make time do with what they have, dangling through the offensive zone. Shot there, I believe, by Will Robson. 18 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for Pope Francis. Under 7 now in regulation. McGrath, Monroe, Wadowitz, and Goggins line out there. Wadowitz first man on the puck. It's a foot race deep into the zone. Wadowitz takes a man down, but separating Brandon Martin from the play. Regardless, Catholic Memorial come back the other way, trying to send it between the legs. Try to send the shot on net for Mike Melvin streaking the center net. All even strength here. Wadowitz putting the body on. Dolan trying to lay out James Baker along the far side. Puck sent down for Baker. Fish into the D zone. Baker cycling it across ice. Giving off for Brennan Martin. Ritchie behind the net. Pass over for Jack Goggins. Pass picked off, though, by Tommy Hurst. Catholic Memorial with some pretty good offensive zone time. Pope's got to be careful here. 2-2 game. You cannot afford any bad mistakes. Burns heading up ice with a burst of speed. Kokoya taken down on the play. Looking to find an inside lane for Joe Orslak. Backhander sent into the far corner. Kokoya trying to bat the puck out of midair. Goggins looking to send it far side. He does. Burns first man on. Whitzinger trying to flip into the zone. Stopped at the blue line though. Catholic Memorial will get fresh legs onto the ice. Pope looking to stretch past it up ice. Official blow. Waves off the icing rather. Nick Ware looking to move it up ice for freshman Trevor Hamilton. Pass broken up though. Ritchie around the back of the net. Backhands the pass for Goodrow. Sent off a dasher, or rather off a stanchion though. Ritchie will take it back now behind his own net. Goodrow leaves a pass up for Dolan. Whitzinger, second man on to pick up the puck. Dolan, up ice. Picked off there and sent it in the corner. Whitzinger trying to get something going down low for Matty Regan. Regan first man on. Pins him out of the boards. Dolan trying to work it down low. Nothing there though. Puck comes loose out though, front of the center of the net. Puck sent for icing as Catholic Memorial trying to get it deep into the Pope zone. 4:23 remaining in the third period. 2-2 tied game here between the 1-seeded Pope Francis Cardinals and the number 3-seeded Catholic Memorial Knights. A big top 5 matchup. Chinkola's slap shot sent into the far corner. Monroe low wristed blocker down by Fleming. Monroe on the back half. Catholic Memorial with a turnover. Backhander shot sent just wide. As Pope Francis is in a bit of a struggle here. In their own D zone here, the dying moments of this third period. Sent down the play, 2-on-1 though. Regan heading up ice with Wolfie Zinger. Pass broken up. Catholic Memorial heading back the other way. Just trying to stay onside. Pass broken up, sent into the far corner. Thayer trying to get a pass off high glass. Couldn't go there. Catholic Memorial breaks it up. Up top. Pass blocked off the mask of Nick Ritchie. Wolfie Zinger gloves it down. Sends it the length of the ice. I believe he threw it as Catholic Memorial was looking for maybe a hand pass or something. Richie round back of the net, sends it up for Orszlak. And Mike McGrath, first man on it. Chincola up ice for Orszlak. Puck glove down by Chincola, up for Orszlak. We're going to fish it along the sidewall. Catholic Memorial working it back the other way. Richie behind own net. Off for Monroe. Monroe with a burst of speed through center ice. Taking on a tour of the attacking zone. Chincola finds the puck in his feet. McGrath heading the other way with it. Monroe chips it deep into the zone. Official waves off. Icing. Indirect pass. Puck sent off the glass as Catholic Memorial trying to work it back the other way. Wadowitz looking up ice, trying to find Nick Burns far side with an indirect pass. Burns on a possible break, sent down in the corner. Burns still with it, trying to streak to the net here. Matty Regan back off for Quinn Wadowitz. Under a minute 30 remaining in regulation. I believe we will head to a 5-minute overtime if the score remains at 2-2. Low wrister sent just wide of the net by Mason Gautreau. Catholic Memorial coming out with the puck now. Sending up ice, Mike Melvin. Trying to chip it into the zone. Mason Thayer, though. Backhands it deep into the zone as it is sent into the protective netting. So with 57.3 on the clock, there'll be a center ice draw. Regan, Dolan, Wolfie Zinger, Chincola, and Monroe. The line out in the final minute of regulation for the Cardinals. 40 seconds now remaining in the third period. Game at a 2-2 standstill. Number 1 Pope Francis versus the number 3 Catholic Memorial Knights. Knights working it back up the other way. Streaker to the net. Glove down and covered by Nick Ritchie with 26.8 remaining on the clock. So 2-2 Catholic Memorial and Pope Francis as we are headed to extra innings overtime here at the Olympia Ice Center. 2-minute intermission break here so far. Cardinals and Catholic Memorial at a 2-2 standstill. It was a shot from the point deflected that was going well wide of the net. Deflected top shelf on Nick Ritchie. So ever since then, it's been back and forth both ways between the number 3 Catholic Memorial Knights and the number 1 Pope Francis Cardinals. Catholic Memorial looking to come in here and upset the number 1 team and give them their 3rd loss of the season. Again, only losses on the season so far coming against Don Bosco in the Sacred Heart Tournament 4-1 and against Braintree 2-1 here at the Olympia Ice Center. Catholic Memorial looking to come out of this and improve to 14-5-1. Pope looking to hold number 1 strong, as with 30 seconds remaining in the intermission, we are headed to overtime here live on Pope Prep. As we will play 4-on-4 overtime. Extra innings needed here at the Olympia Ice Center between the number 1 ranked Pope Francis Cardinals and the number 3 Catholic Memorial Knights. Chincola, Dolan, Regan, and Monroe the line out for Pope Francis. Catholic Memorial wins the drawback again in overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Sudden death, next goal wins. I believe the first time we have live streamed an OT game this regular season so far. And regardless, this will go as a loss against Pope Francis or Catholic Memorial, regardless of the fact that it is in overtime. There is no point system. It just goes in as a loss or a win. Chincola back behind the net for Regan. Regan cut back as he'll work it up ice with a burst of speed. Regan looking to chip it into the zone. Chips it into the far corner. Looking to find Dolan close side in. Dolan will fish it out along the boards. Still trying to work it down low. Catholic Memorial coming out with it now. Sending it deep into the Pope Francis zone as they get fresh legs on the ice and get almost a clear line change. Regan streaking up ice. He'll go for a change. Orszlak and McGrath, the 2 forwards, out now for Pope Francis. Mike McGrath picks the puck up, going through center ice. McGrath with a burst of speed, dancing through the middle. McGrath's shot deflected into the far corner. Pass almost picked up by Orszlak. Catholic Memorial coming back the other way. 3-on-2. Thayer and Monroe. Shot blocked by Nick Ritchie and glove down. 5-minute overtime here, ladies and gentlemen. 3:23 remaining in OT. Sudden death, next goal wins. It's a Big 5 matchup. I mean, we honestly thought that Hingham and Pope Francis would have been the biggest game of the year. This certainly, ladies and gentlemen, has shaped out to be one of the bigger games. We thought Hingham and Pope Francis, the 1 versus 2. Pope Francis made short work of Hingham, especially early on in the first period. This game is shaping out to be a much closer, more heart-filled, more battled game between Pope and CM. Jack Goggins back around the net. Mason Thayer. Thayer back to far side for Goggins. Goggins looking up ice. Instead, he'll take it himself around the back corner, trying to find Wolfie Zinger inside. Zinger inside. Trying to toe drag, get it to the middle of the ice. Finds Mateo Kokoya. Kokoya cut back around in the close corner. Pope Francis on a tour of the attacking zone right now. Lost the puck there. And Mateo Kokoya is headed to the box, ladies and gentlemen. Arguing that it was a pretty soft call made by the officials. Which he may have been right, it may have been. But Catholic Memorial will head to the power play for the majority of the rest of OT. So the penalty killing line out now will be Regan, Monroe, and McGrath, as we have a timeout taken by Catholic Memorial with 2:26 remaining in overtime. Catholic Memorial on the power play advantage. 4-on-3 for the Knights for 2 minutes. If Pope Francis manages to kill off the penalty, it'll be 26 seconds remaining in overtime. Monroe, McGrath, and Regan the line out for the penalty kill. James Baker along the top of the point, cycling it back low for Brennan Martin. Martin and Baker playing a game of catch. Puck sent into the crease of Nick Ritchie, and he's gloved down and sent well out of the zone. Puck sent high and wide over net, gloved down. Baker along the top of the point, looking for Brennan Martin. Martin trying to fire a one-timer off, nothing there for him. Mike McGrath with a burst of speed. Regan 2-on-1. Could be the only chance they have in overtime. Regan sent down the play. Pope Francis looking for a call, and Mike McGrath sent head over heels, table-topped over the Catholic Memorial defender. Pope Francis arguing that there should have been some type of roughing, if not tripping call. .117 remaining on the penalty kill. Chincola, Wolfgang Zinger, and Mason Thayer the line out for Pope Francis. Catholic Memorial working it up ice. Trying to get something going here on the power play. Catholic Memorial working inside out. Top shelf. They score. It was an inside shot. Far side on Nick Ritchie. And 1:21 remaining in overtime. Catholic Memorial comes into the Olympia Ice Center and upsets the #1 Pope Francis Cardinals in overtime, 3-2. Pope Francis will now fall to 17-3. Catholic Memorial will improve to 14-5-1. A hard-fought battle between these two teams. Certainly nothing that you can complain about with the effort displayed by both of these teams. But with 1:21, Catholic Memorial calls game in overtime. So Pope Francis more than likely still could hold the #1 seed. Catholic Memorial looking to move up, as we could very well see this in a deep postseason matchup. So, I mean, not much to complain about for Catholic Memorial or Pope Francis, but it came down to who wanted it more in overtime. And Catholic Memorial left it all out on the ice with 1:21 as they call game here at the Olympia Ice Center. 3-2 the final score, Catholic Memorial in overtime. As we will see you next, ladies and gentlemen, possibly Monday night, Western Mass boys basketball round of 1. I should say first round, and boys senior night versus St. Mary's Lynn on Tuesday. As this is Don Percy, the voice of the Cardinals, saying so long from West Springfield rather. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and have a nice afternoon.